Hey everybody, Steve Gamache here with another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. And what we have this time is the Moritaka Aogami Super AS Deba 110 millimeter knife. So these knives have a core steel of Aogami blue paper, super reactive high carbon steel. They take it pretty high on the heat treat. They crank it up to 64-ish, so that's quite high. It's kind of the upper end of the Aogami Super AS range, and what that's going to do is give you great edge retention. It's going to make it a little bit more susceptible to mistreatment or bones, chipping. So you'll have to be a little careful with these, but the payoff is great edge retention. And the cool thing is it's still pretty easy to sharpen if you got decent stones. So it's not crazy to sharpen like some powdered metallurgy, super steels. But edge retention is excellent on these. The construction has reactive iron cladding, soft iron cladding on each side of that, and they've got a protective, what's called a blacksmith or kurouchi finish. So it's an all-reactive blade. There's no layers of stainless or anything on here. The weight and dimensions can vary a little bit from knife to knife. And when a knife is smaller like this compared to traditional types, it's sometimes known as a Deba. So you could call it that as well. Weight on this is 114 grams or 4.0 ounces. Edge length is right about 120 or 4 3/4. And the overall length on this one's about 245 millimeters. These are known to be thick knives that are very stiff, and so this is no exception. So the spine thickness is about 5.7 at the back and then about 5 halfway down. And we don't lose much. We do some taper as we go down, and then it thins out as the grind kicks in. What's cool about this, it's a double bevel Deba, so it's ambidextrous. Not all of them are. A lot of them are single bevel styles, many right-handed oriented. I'm a lefty, so this is cool from my point of view. And it's a little hard to see the cladding line, but it's definitely there where the cladding and the core steel, show that line of demarcation. Obviously, this is a very stiff blade. It's meant for fish processing. The blade height is about 41.5. That can vary a little bit. The handle is octagonal hoe wood or magnolia wood with a buffalo horn ferrule. Nice fit and finish on the handle. Looks like it's got a fairly good glue up, but on this kind of blade, I would definitely put some sealant around the tang there, especially for what you're going to be doing with this, and make sure that's sealed up really well on the front end. Handle circumference is pretty small, but it's a small knife, so that pretty much takes care of that. I measured that right there. And if you want to grip it here, you've got an extended neck there. It's pretty nice for a pinch grip, so definitely easy to manipulate this. Balance point, not as critical on these, but there's your balance point. The handle helps. Let's see. Let's get a beauty shot. The kanji's on the left side of the blade on these, so switch it up a little bit here. See what I can get here. That looks pretty good for a beauty shot. So I guess let's do a close-up. Might as well keep going here. Let the camera catch up. There we go. Come on. So what we've got is embossed kanji on the left side of the blade. You can see the finish on these runs perpendicular, and they've got some kurouchi or blacksmith finish on these. And there's your grind, and there's your core steel peeking out. The left side of the blade is plain, but it's got that same kind of fairly textured finish going this way. I don't know if they've improved it at all. These are kind of generally known not to have super durable kurouchi finish on them, so if the finish starts wearing away a little quicker than you'd think, that's just kind of their deal, and it'll start gaining a patina where that stuff wears away. So that's just, if it's still the same, I've got a santoku for them, which is an awesome knife, but the patina or the kurouchi finish is, fairly, it's not super permanent, let's put it that way. But these are well made, well ground, and really sharp. These can get stinking sharp. I'm not going to worry about a cutting board because that's not what you use these on. But anyway, these are really well made knives. They have awesome steel in them. And this is a cool little knife. So this is the Out of the box edge, I'd say probably 6 out of 10. It'll definitely get sharper, but it's a usable edge right out of the gate. So this is the Moritaka Aogami Super Deba or Coat Deba 110 millimeter knife.